We spend so much time during the year just traveling around. We are always on the road, like sleeping in the van or in different places. And over the last years, I've really started to enjoy the time we spend at home in winter. It's nice to just, go back to a normal routine, sleep in the same bed, and just be at home, relax, go skiing a lot, go training in the gym, go work. For me, it's route setting. Babsi goes working at the hospital.
So we are living in Austria, in the western part of Austria, in Bludenz, Vorarlberg. And for sure it's not only about climbing, so in winter we really enjoy to be in the mountains. So we live really close to a big ski resort, and there we can do backcountry skiing and enjoy the mountains in a different way.
Place. We are close to the mountains. We can do a lot of stuff in winter here, so it's definitely a way for me to recharge the batteries and get the motivation back for all the upcoming trips, the projects, and it's also a way to to get fit. We climb a lot in the gym in winter, so we get back in shape and we are ready then for the projects during the year.
So it's the time of the year where we really try to starting training, because after all those trips we are always getting a little weak because doing all these big walls and all these long climbs, it needs definitely some time during the year where you get back in shape, and this is for us the winter time. I also work in the hospital doing the X-ray job as a radiographer, and for me this balance in life is quite important, because there I really gain motivation for all our projects, and sometimes it's just really cool to have a normal daily routine where you have to get up at 6 in the morning, you go to work and doing something completely different which is not really connected to climbing. So for me it works pretty well because it's very flexible, and my working mates, they're really accepting what I'm doing, and they allow me to be as flexible and go on different trips during the year.
And in the last days I also realized that it's really useful that Babsi works at the hospital, because I enjoyed ski a little bit too much, and I had a little ski injury 2 days ago. So I fell and I hurt my knee, and so thanks to Babsi I got an X-ray and MRI straight away, and I realized for the first time that it's not only nice for her to have a job as an X-ray assistant, it's also a good thing for me. As I travel so much over the last years, I really got into photography, because I like to try to capture what I see and reproduce it in images to share it with like friends and other people. I just like to try to tell through the images what I get the chance to see traveling and experience these different things. I couldn't think that this will happen, but I think at the moment I get the same satisfaction from like getting a shot I'm happy with and proud of, or like sending a hard project, or I reached that point where I get the same satisfaction from photography or from climbing, and it's a really good and important balance for me because when you invest so much time in climbing in something, it's good to have like a balance and something you really enjoy.
So normally after winter we are always start to travel more, and this year everything came differently. Because of Corona we had to stay at home, which was not really bad because we have a lot of options where we can go climbing. So we spend a lot of time around home climbing in different sport climbing areas. Yeah, it was also a good time to calm down a little. I had the feeling for us it wasn't so bad, and we enjoyed the climbing a lot because the years before we were always traveling so much, and for us it was just really nice to stay around home and discover all the routes we never have tried before.
So yeah, we are really enjoying the time here around home. The only weird thing at the moment is that because of the current situation, we don't know if we will be able to do the trips that we wanted to. So we just kind of go with the flow, and we don't have a lot of plans at the moment. We just try to enjoy climbing around home and get this dog trained.
Okay, that's it.
it seems like everyone was in a rush in the last years, and we too, we were always like trying to travel as much as possible. We kind of have this fear of missing something out, you know, just always wanted to use all our free time to just go to other places, because we thought that that was the only way to climb a lot. But we realized that also at home we can do a lot, and we are so lucky to live in such a place where we are just next to some cool like crags, mountains, and I think if you slow down and you take the time to enjoy and explore a little bit more your background, you also feel really satisfied with it.
I think that people calm down. So it's the first time that the whole system shut down, and you're not allowed to travel, and you're not allowed to be all over the place. And this also brings good things, I think, for the environment, for example, and also for everybody to see what you can do at home. So enjoy the place where you live, and see all the opportunities you have around home. And here we have a really beautiful place, and there's still a lot to discover. You don't have to travel all the time. It's also like a good time to think about that. For me, it was always, also in the past, it was always good to come back home and to get motivated again to start traveling to another place. But this is the place where I really feel at home, and it's always good to be here and to come back after traveling.